Hello, this is Lucario bringing you another Vidrep from Battleforge. This time it is a Nature versus Fire Vidrep PvP match between Puckelryggig. Sounds like a guy just mashed random letters on his keyboard. And Fujihiro, some Japanese fellow. Anyway, let's begin. There is some stuff behind this video. I saw it on the replay list on bfcards.info. And apparently this guy, Puckelryggig, is a Stonekin player, Nature Frost, very rare deck to see nowadays. Not sure why, it's quite a powerful deck. And this guy, Fujihiro, is a pure fire player. And Puckelryggig needs help because he sucks apparently. So I am here to give him some advice. First thing, Amazon is a medium unit and it does large damage. As you can see by this little L over here. This is a nomad. Let me pause the replay for a bit. This is a nomad, M size, and does M damage. That means that this M damage means that it does 50% more damage to other M size units. Whereas this Amazon deals 50% more damage to L size units, large units. So in a one-on-one fight, a straight one-on-one fight, the nomad will easily defeat the Amazon. And here, Sunstriders, small unit, does M damage. So these guys are also extremely effective against the Amazon. And in fact, this Shaman that he just summoned. Also, let's continue. So that is why, and one eruption on 2 units at once is very power efficient. So you should never bunch your units together when playing against Fire T1. The Shaman, which is M, dies very quickly to Fujihiro's Nomad, which does M damage. And Fujihiro summons a Wrecker, which possibly could be used to summon Sunderers with his Rallying Banner ability. Anyway, Puckelryggig has 100 power and is in big trouble now. Mortar Tower going up. And my advice is, I think you've lost this. You should give up this power well. Very bad play. You probably should have used a Swift Claw, which does M damage to the Nomad. That would have definitely won you the game. Won you the little round over there. And Windweavers are good units, but only at range. Once they get into melee range versus other melee units, they are pretty bad. And this is very dangerous. This basically means that the fire player has this section of the map completely, and you should not even try to contest it because the Mortar Tower is such a powerful tower, even after the nerf. The Dryad, putting things to sleep, doesn't actually do anything. The Dryad, more... I've seen Dryad being used in some replays. Nature versus Fire replays in T1 and absolutely owning fire players who are not sure how to counter that. So maybe I'll do a vidrep on one of those later. Anyway, Puckelryggig is in big trouble. Fujihiro's got this area, probably gonna cap the well. Puckelryggig just got Windweavers and 100 or 170 power, which is a lot of power. Possibly he should try to grab the monuments and wells over here, which I can see he's going to do with his Amazon. This Windweaver is doing absolutely nothing. Your binding power means that your Windweavers cost 70 power and they're not doing anything for you, which is very bad because Battleforge, as you know, when a unit dies, the power that was used to create the unit actually goes back into this void power pool over here, which is very useful because the void power pool slowly goes back into a usable power pool. So you should not be too afraid to lose units in Battleforge, because eventually the power will come back to you. And of course, the more power in your void power pool, the faster, this little number here, the faster the void power goes back into your usable power pool. So yeah, anyway, he's grabbed 2 wells here, very good. This game is still salvageable, I'd say, because pure fire player is wasting a lot of power by binding his power into these towers that don't do anything. In fact, he would be much better off if he just self-destructed these towers, got back void power into his own void power pool, which is about 100 size. Yeah, shouldn't waste bind power like that. Anyway, Puckelryggig is good building the walls here. That will slow the fire player down, and Windweavers in the walls. That's okay, I guess. That's okay, I guess. And Dumpty Dum waiting around. Some other things about Battleforge. The power wells. When you build them, they cost 100 power. And when you build them, the power does not in fact go into a void power pool. The power is not even bound in the power wells. the power is that when you build power walls and monuments is in fact gone forever. So that is why players, when they fight each other, they always go for the power walls and not for the units, because if you kill the units, the void power will because of void power, eventually the power will come back and you'll do no damage to your enemy. Whereas if you take out the wells and the monuments, they lose a lot of potential power, which is why you go for the wells and monuments. And oh yes, mortar towers are great against walls, so probably not a good idea to keep these wing weavers around. You could just keep the wall. You could just probably just kill them for void power. That would be better. Same here. Just they're doing nothing. If you kill them, you'd have much more power to play around with, and you should definitely grab T2 to go for the frost heals, which will definitely lengthen your help you survive longer. But fire player has about, let me see, pretty well ahead of you, so he will have power advantage very soon. Good moving the wind weavers off the walls. He should probably just kill them. And Nature Frost versus Pure Fire. Well, Nature Frost has the Deep One, which actually owns Pure Fire in general. The Pure Fire players nowadays tend to run Moon, which is the ultimate Deep One counter, or Fire Sworn, but against the normal Pure Fire tactics, which generally involve Enforcer and Fire Dancers, Deep Ones just destroys that completely. Right now, actually you have a ton of power right now, Puckelryggig, so this is actually quite good. Borrowers, 2 borrowers going to attack, seems good too. Nothing wrong with that. Let's see how our Pure Fire friend deals with it, who has 200 power. Summons an Enforcer to stop the borrowed. Enforcers are of course one of the best M counters in the game. They have charge, which does some extra damage. Versus borrowers, good move oinking that, but you probably should move somewhere else, because yep, another Enforcer comes down, takes you down. Stone Shards. This is a very good counter to Enforcers, because, well, if they're summoned undazed, because Enforcers are M and do M damage. Stone Shards are small and do M damage, so Enforcers don't get bonus damage versus them, but Stone Shards get bonus damage versus Enforcers. And they also have that nice damage reduction ability since they're Stonekin. So another good counter for Enforcers would be Ghost Spears, also a small unit, also do M damage. And here you want to oink them all right now. You have the power, I think. Yes, you in fact have 172 power, you're not even spending it. You should definitely want to oink that, and you definitely want to use Cobalt Trick or Glacier Shell on the well so you don't lose it. Cobalt Trick and Glacier Shell. I'll repeat that again. Cobalt Trick and Glacier Shell are one of the best, are in fact practically required for anything that has frost in it, any deck that has frost in it, because they will heal your buildings and make it extremely annoying. Oh, well, you lost. Anyway, Cobalt Trick and Glacier Shell, you need to use it. Stone Shards counter, Stone Shards and Ghost Spears counter Enforcers. You should have oinked them all to stop them from attacking you, to temporarily stop them from attacking you. And yeah, there are good players on. I remember you said that you needed to watch some good replays. Well, there are good replays on bfcards.info, and the hint that there are good replays is if they have a lot of downloads. Yeah, so that's the Vidrep. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.